Maya Angelou says that you'll face many defeats in life, but never let yourself be defeated. Okay, so today's topic is somehow related to the previous video, right? Remember the previous video I told you guys that 2019 had me on my toes, like 2021 had me on my toes, like, hey, baby girl needed to get a job. So baby girl went and looked for a job, and so among the companies that reached out, there was this particular company. It's actually a factory. So I don't know, for whatever reason, I kind of took interest in them, right? So the very first time when I went there for an interview, I did not like the attitude of whoever was interviewing me. He was a Chinese, and his attitude was just off. So by the time I was leaving there, I was like, not me, I'm not working here. I went, and then I think 2 days later, when I'm still in the process of trying to make up my mind, my phone keeps buzzing. Hey, I'm like, so my phone keeps buzzing, and it's this company. They call me a lot. Then I was like, okay, maybe this is a sign from God. Maybe I should consider working in this company. So who is baby girl? Baby girl went there. I went there the second time, and then when I went there this second time, I actually noticed something. I noticed that the office from where I was negotiating on the terms of employment, on one side there was it was like a story building with houses, right? So that's where the Chinese who work in that particular factory, they lived there. And those houses didn't look bad, by the way. They really didn't look bad. They looked okay to me, right? And then on this other side, there was also like a train of houses, but then this was not a story building. It was just a train of houses, and they didn't also look good to me. They looked like, you see when, for example, if there's a construction going on and then workers need a place to stay, it looked like that, you get, and that was really not pleasant to me. So when I was there, I was like, okay, for me to work here, then I also need to, these people are just giving me their terms and conditions of work, then I also need to give my terms. So when I saw this other side with those that story building, I was like, I need to ask for housing, to be provided with housing and accommodation. Who is baby girl? So I was like, okay, for me too, I will only accept to work here if you can give me housing. I mean, who doesn't want to live rent free? Who does not want to live rent free? So after like push pull, they offered me accommodation, but then they offered me accommodation on this other side that I did not like, and I was like, not me, I want this other side, because I was like, how to say, I kind of had the upper hand, because at that time I felt like I was the asset. Yes, I was the asset actually. Hey, I was the asset. I was an asset in that company, in that factory, let me say so, right? So after some other push pull, they gave me this other side which I wanted. Hey, I was so happy, I was so elated, because I mean, who, like, you just have to be happy. So in no time I moved my stuff, and then I started working. Little did I know what I was signing up for. Like, okay, first and foremost, even before I went there officially to start to work, there was a red flag. Red flag number one was the fact that there was no contract. Even as I was negotiating with them, they were not willing to draft a contract and make me sign the contract, you get. And this was weird, because who just dedicates their lives to work without a contract? But then I was like, okay, I can just be here, you know, nipime weather, as I see where this whole thing leads to. So I got to work. I started working. Hey, first, that company operates 24 hours. And the fact that I was staying there even made it worse, because there would be someone knocking at my door at 6:30 a.m. waking me up to go and work. You understand? And my job was a translator. So I was translating to my superiors from Chinese to English and from English to Chinese. So that therefore means that by the time my boss wakes up, I should also wake up. You understand? So that means if he decides to wake up at 4 a.m., I should be up at 4 a.m. If he decides to sleep at 12 midnight, I should be asleep at 12 midnight. The salary ni ile, no overtime, nothing. And not to even make matters worse, even just them like handling things like NHIF, NSSF, that was a problem. It was a problem. Like, it was just a big problem. And my queue, as I told you, I was a translator at that time. So that therefore means if he decides to work from Monday to Sunday, I also have to work from Monday to Sunday because I am his mouth. He cannot speak without me unless he's going to speak to other Chinese people. You understand? So I am literally somebody's mouth in my body. It was tough. So I used to get so annoyed and very much pissed because I never understood why someone would always be knocking on my door at 4:30 a.m, 5 a.m, 5:30 a.m. You understand? And another thing that used to piss me off is even at night after you sleep, sometimes you're tired. Girl, I've been working from 4:30, from 5, from 7. You get, at least by 8 or 9, just let me shut down and sleep. Sometimes 10, 11, papa on your door. Oh, this supplier is stuck on the road. He was supposed to deliver this and this and this. You need to call them and tell them da, 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 da. You understand? So that sleep that has been distracted, if you're going to distract my sleep and my peace of mind, at least pay for it. It's not for free. I really suffered at that time. And then like another thing that really pissed me off about the fact that I was living, I would be there making my food. Hey, they will all come and surround you and watch what you're cooking, how you will eat it, start asking you, okay, why are you eating this, why are you not eating this, why are you cooking this way, you should be cooking this way. Really. Another thing that just pissed me off about staying there was the fact that, remember I told you I literally did not have working hours, I literally did not have off days. So sometimes I would also just switch off, you know, I would unleash my hard-headed side and be like, today is a Sunday, I'm not going to work, I have errands, I need to leave this place, I need to get my hair cut, I need to do my nails, I need to I'm going. Yo, yeah. Sometimes I will ask you, like gosh, that was just a boss from hell, literally, because he would ask you, okay, you're going, who are you going with? Boss, who I'm spending my free time with, how does it concern you? You get? So like those things used to piss me off because, oh, who are you going with, when will you come back, don't come back here late. It is my day off, it means I have one whole day off. So even if I decide to come back at 10 p.m, I have still come back. Like I didn't come back on a Monday, I came back on a Sunday. You get? Like literally for me, like basically for me, I did not enjoy my stay there. I just felt like you know, like what was annoying me the most was the fact that anyone just always felt like they have the liberty and the ability to just come knocking at your door at any time they want to, because you're a worker. You're not like, you're not a human to them, you're a worker, you know, like who does that? And then now the design of it all was the chaos. I told you that place where I was living, it was like a place where the Chinese who work in that factory, they used to live. So some of them were couples, right? So like my boss and his wife, they were a couple, and they were both working there. Yeah, drama. Do you know drama? Because this was one extremely violent couple. Hey guys, sometimes you could wake up in the morning, like look, like balls are just flying all over your face, all over the compound, like people are fighting, literally, like people, you know, physical, literal fighting. And it's scary because first of all, me, I did not grow up in a home where people fight anyhow, you understand? And then second of all, they're not just fighting amongst themselves, but you're kind of involved because, okay, if this ball that is being thrown from person A to person B happens to land on your face, what will you do? How will you explain how a ball landed on your face? So I don't know, I just found this so violent because sometimes you could be asleep and in the middle of the night you're just woken up by people shouting at each other, you know, like everyone is just screaming on top of their lungs it was bad. It got to a point, I got tired, I had to move out. I was just like, yo, if I'm going to continue working here, just bye. I will work here from the outside, just like other workers, like the other normal workers who work there. Hey, thank you for your accommodation, but let me pay rent. Hey, bye to rent-free life. Me here, we are done. I don't know, but it was a pathetic experience. It's something that even if given for free, I don't want it. I just really don't want it. And I don't know, I just also feel like this factory kind of messed up with my mental health at that time because I was overworking. I was really overworking. You can imagine, the day where I work the least, I work from, let's say, 6:30. Sometimes you even call someone at 7:30, you know, that maybe 2 hours ago. You know, it's weird. Like, I've been in work for 2 hours already. You get. So like the least I could work was from 6:30 and on like 6:30 to, let me say, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. you're not even sure yet. You get sometimes when you go back to your room, you can't even start to take a shower because you're like, hey, you understand? And then sometimes, like, when they come to call you and you're doing things like taking a shower, they start asking you, why are you taking a shower? Hey, why am I taking a shower? You want me to what are those? Like, really? It was just pathetic. I don't know, but I feel like such are things that the government should look at, really, because, okay, for me, I might say, okay, it's not that it's not that this was happening to me because I was living there, but even the workers that were not living there, sometimes they would literally leave work at 8 p.m. yet they reported at work at 7 a.m. You get, like, no one literally cared about anything. And all these labor people, people, when they come, you get, the Chinese will just tell you to your face, I'll just bribe them and this whole thing will just end, you know. And you're like, wow, is this how this country now functions? I mean, you just bribe and things just go on. Like, are we not humans? Don't we have rights? Shouldn't our rights be taken care of? It was pathetic. Even just talking about this whole thing is draining me right now, but it was a pathetic experience. And never ever, I'm not doing that again. Never ever. I love the language, yes, I love the people, yes, but I just don't appreciate how the specific people in that factory were treating us in our own country. Not acceptable. Anyway, guys, let me end this on a good note. Thank you for being here. If you've not subscribed, please do so. Bye.